What's good, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be talking about 5 reasons why you should not go vegan. Come on, you really think that I would make a video about not going vegan? Of course it's clickbait. Roll the intro. Alright guys, today I'm going to be talking about 5 of the biggest reasons that people give to me for not going vegan, and hopefully the answers that I give today will help you in your day-to-day conversations with people who are not vegan. You can use this in activism, whatever it may be, but these are some nice, swift, and just comebacks that you can use. And if you're somebody watching this who is not vegan, maybe this will actually help you transition to a vegan lifestyle because it just makes sense. So I'm going to get right into it and start with number 1. But we've always done things this way. Jake, we've always eaten meat.
Can I help you? Hey, I need to take your house and your land. What do you mean? This is my house. The white men have always taken the houses and the land of others. Okay, just because we've always done it that way doesn't mean that it makes it right now. Come on, man, just give me your house. Dude, you're not getting my house.
Just because we've always done something, does that mean that it's right? As humans, we've been doing some crazy shit for thousands of years. When we first evolved or created or whatever you believe in, we've been killing people. We've been stoning people in public, discriminating against certain races and certain sexual orientations. We've been raping. We've been doing insane things. So just because we've always been doing something a certain way, does that mean that it makes it right in today's age in 2019? Some of these things are still going on in the world. Does that make it right? We used to have slaves. We used to exploit people in so many ways. So now we have to ask the question, why are we exploiting animals when there is no necessary cause? Just because we did it in the past, does that make it right today? Let's go on to number 2. Animals eat other animals. But lions. But the lions.
Look, I'm a cat. Bring me food!
I get it, guys. It's easy to look at the rest of the world and nature and say, man, these guys are doing it. Why can't we? Well, guess what? A lot of animals also eat their babies and they lick their own nuts. So unless you guys are doing that in your own homes, which please don't tell me, I don't want to know, or maybe you should so I can call the police. Unless you guys are doing those things, there really is no justification to say that other animals are doing this. We are human beings. We are unique. And guess what? We have the mental capacity to choose whether we have to kill an animal for pleasure or if we have to cut an apple for actual sustenance to survive. We get that choice. We have that option to either fund cruelty or to choose compassion. So I don't think this is a justifiable excuse that other animals are doing it, because guess what? We are not other animals. Case closed. Number 3, the world would be overpopulated. Jake, what's gonna happen to all the animals if we go vegan overnight? There's gonna be all these chickens and pigs and cows.
Holy shit.
Well, trust me, as much as I would love for there to be tons of chickens and pigs and cows running around so that I could pet them and have a nice little day in the park, that would actually be pretty cool. Guess what? That's not going to happen because the world isn't going to go vegan overnight. It's going to be a gradual decline. That was terrible. And these animals are eventually going to exist in very small numbers, if not at all. You have to remember that we systematically breed these animals into existence for the sole purpose of eating them. A lot of these animals aren't even native to our own country. So we're breeding them in these massive numbers, and that's why they exist in massive numbers. Well, guess what? If we decrease the demand for animal products, the actual animals being bred is going to go down as well. They might even not exist at all. And you might say, well, that's terrible. These animals are going to be gone forever. Well, I'd rather have an animal gone forever than be around just for us to cause suffering to them for an unnecessary moment of pleasure. For a 10-minute meal, to me, that doesn't make sense. But it's just simply going to happen gradually that these animals are going to decline in population. So that's a non-issue. Number 4, Crop deaths. What about the small animals that are being killed when we're harvesting plants?
Rest in peace, my little friends. Rest in peace.
Yes, this is an issue, and this is sadly a byproduct of plant harvest, but we have to remember there is a difference from going out and accidentally hitting a deer with our car and intentionally going out and shooting one in the face. So when we're harvesting these plants, we're not going out to intentionally kill these animals. They are just a byproduct of the process. We also have to remember that most of the feed that is grown in the world is given to animals to fatten them up to then feed humans, and that's very unsustainable because it takes way more grain to produce a pound of meat rather than just taking less grain and feeding humans directly. So if we want to reduce these deaths, we can simply go vegan and it won't be an issue. We also have to remember that it's not about perfection. We need to focus on the big things. We need to focus on factory farming and the destruction of the environment. There's going to be little things like this that we can overthink and just realize that there's never going to be a way to live that is completely free of suffering, and we have to accept that. This lifestyle is about reducing as much suffering as possible with the tools that we have, with the means that we have. So we cannot expect perfection because it's never going to come. All right, the fifth and the final excuse, and the one that I probably hear the most, is what about humane meat?
Man, there's too many choices. How do I pick one? Bulk. No. Electrocution. Yes.
What about free range? What about organic? I only buy my meat from local farmer Bob. Farmer Bob must be getting a lot of business because it seems like everybody gets their meat there. The first thing that we got to ask is it humane to kill something that does not want to die? I've seen enough videos in my 7 years of being vegan to know the animals do not want to be at the slaughterhouse. They try to escape, they try to run away. You can see the fear in their eyes. So it is safe to say that these animals do not want to die. So we must ask that very important question: is it humane to kill something that does not want to die? When we think about humane meat, if there is such a thing, we have to ask the question, is there a right way to do the wrong thing? Is it better to abuse animals 1 day out of the week rather than 7 days? Well, yeah, but that still doesn't make it right. It's 2019, guys. We finally have the choice to either choose compassion or to fund cruelty. So I want to ask you guys, is there a right way to do the wrong thing? Is it humane to kill something that does not want to die? If you could live happy and healthy without hurting others, would you? I'm going to leave it on that. These are 5 of the biggest excuses that I hear from people to not go vegan. I hope that this video helped you. I hope you guys got some insight out of this and you can use this in your conversations and your activism, and maybe it has inspired you to go vegan. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you guys on the next episode. Peace.